record and press the button to start. There we go.
Got it.
Yeah. My phone tells me when I'm live.
Well, yes. And I'm gonna get a notification on my... No, I'm not, because I put it in Do Not Disturb. Yes, there it is!
Alright, so... new game time!
Yes!
Re-enter my name? No. So it's Tuesday.
No, it's still gonna be... Yes!
This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, or actual events is entirely coincidental. Do you want to skip the prologue? Yes! Well, we'll be here all day.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Twitch, or the Discord notification.
Oh, nice. Glad to see that's working. Really?
Why not? I don't know.
It wasn't...
Hey.
Anyway, June!
Last month.
Fuck, you're right. As the calendar turned to the next page, we switched to our summer uniforms. I had been so desperate to get used to high school life that April and May had just flown by. We already have mail!
Already.
Who do we think
Who's
it's
it
from?
with this time?
Who do you think? Yamasaki, please.
There we go. There's my guess.
And it's... friends.
Oh.
Apologies for causing problems.
Amagiri.
Amagiri.
I thought I would offer my deepest apologies for the inconveniences Kazuma has always causes you. If there was ever a time where you really wanted to stop him, by all means, please firmly reject it without worrying about being seemingly rude.
Alright, Amagiri, where are your emails? There they are. What? Why can't you tell me which one it is?
Because.
Alright, pick.
Thank you for your concern.
Woo!
Hey! I am grateful. There comes a time. There is a time where it becomes a serious problem. Please do not hesitate to ask.
Are we sure about that, Amagiri? Are we sure about that? Because there are plenty of times that you could have. Without my consent. Great. Lately, I think I've finally made a place for myself at Hakuoki Academy. Of course, it was a school full of boys, so I still felt a little out of place.
A little?
But thanks to how reliable my friends and teachers were, I was living a fulfilling life at school. 2 months had passed since I began high school. It was a clear and sunny June morning. When I arrived at school, things felt off from the moment I entered the building. Just after I'd climbed the stairs and turned onto the landing... What? I collided with someone. Please. I collided with someone rushing around the corner and ended up falling on my butt. Should we replace the Yamazaki please with the one I had at the end?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's gonna be the new one for that now.
Oh god.
Yukimura, sorry. Told you not to rush, Yamazaki. You alright, Yukimura?
I looked up and saw two faces I recognized.
Hello!
Saito-san was holding a textbook under one arm. He held out his hand to me.
Aw.
I'm alright. I grabbed his hand, trying not to overthink it, so he could pull me upright.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Thank you for that.
I'm sorry. Oh. I saw why. I'm like, okay.
I'm sorry, Yamazaki-san. I wasn't being careful. As I bowed deeply to the two of them, I noticed the second-year textbook had fallen to the floor. Isn't this your textbook, Yamazaki-san?
Oh, did I drop it? I didn't notice. Thanks.
Something was off. Yamazaki-san's eyes had kind of a glazed look with noticeable dark circles beneath them.
Oh no, did he stay up all night studying?
Saito-san looked unusually tired too.
Wait, you too?
This seemed...
It seemed, I don't know.
The answer is... Are you alright?
And that's where I had my mouse cursor.
Are the two of you alright?
Huh? Us? Why do you ask?
I might be jumping to conclusions, but you look really sick.
No. No, we're fine. Just don't worry about us. Saito and I see. Late last night we just didn't get much sleep.
I'm not sure what you mean, but if you two are having a rough time, you should rest in the infirmary.
No, I can't rest. The next subject is the one that I'm worried about the most. Indeed. I've heard chemistry will be especially hard. We'll regret it if we don't take this seriously.
Chemistry teacher is going to be the one person we haven't seen in any of these things. Tani.
Well, at least in SSL anyway.
Well, in Hakuoki in general, because as far as I'm aware, this character appears in one of the Switch games. And that's Tani, who is one of the other captains that hasn't made an appearance at all.
Wow, okay,
yeah,
this is the first.
There's also another one, I can't remember who it is. Because there's 10
Three
captains.
viewers? Qua?
Huh?
3 viewers? Qua?
Qua?
Hello? Anyways, exactly. Even though I'd like to take a break, thank you for worrying about us, though, Yukimura.
With that, they wandered unsteadily to the floor below. Don't fall.
Please don't fall.
Please don't fall. They were likely to run into someone again. I was worried about the state they were in.
It sounds as though they need a sensu bean.
They're studying so much that they look sick. Was their next class really that important?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ. I watched their haggard-looking frames totter away until they disappeared down the corridor. Then I started walking again. Since I had arrived that morning, the sound of students chattering filled the hallways. The hallway outside the classrooms was especially lively, maybe because classes hadn't started yet. I'd gotten to know my classmates over the last 2 months and exchanged greetings with them as I headed to our classroom. On the way, I spotted a couple of familiar faces in the distance and suddenly stopped in my tracks. Hesuke and Okita. Fuck you, Okita. They were both second years. Why were they waiting by a first-year classroom? It would be time for homeroom soon.
Leave them alone, I think.
Leave them alone.
Yay!
The morning bell will probably ring soon. I wouldn't want to make Heisuke and Okita late by stopping them for a chat. I've heard those two often ran late. Yeah, no
of
shit.
Course.
Wait, you just had this the other day!
Have you met them?
She has! leave them be. I decided to watch them go on their way, passing up the chance to speak with them. Ba-ba. After entering my classroom, I took out my textbook and notebook, getting ready for the day's lessons. The bell rang as soon as I'd finished, and the door opened right after.
Take your seat, guys. Homeroom starting.
Everyone rushed to their seats as Harada-sensei came in.
I believe he's gonna be next. Stand! Bow! Alright. Ohio.
Ohayou
Ohayou gozaimasu. Time for attendance is what I'd normally say, but it seems like everyone's here. So raise your hand if you're not here.
You can't raise your hand if you're not here.
Exactly my point, Ibuki.
Ibuki sounded exasperated as he spoke up. I laughed a little despite myself. Harada-sensei sometimes joked around like that during class. He really was a friendly, kind teacher.
Now then, you all started school 2 months ago, and now it's June. That being the case, though you might already know this, our school's midterm test starts in 2 weeks. Make sure you study thoroughly, you guys. Put feet up and slack off, and who knows what horrors you might be tempting.
Harada-sensei smirked as if he knew something we didn't.
Yeah, there's gonna be somebody ordering a burger at Starbucks with extra cheese.
God fucking damn it! Horrors.
If you're thinking this might be the same as the test back in middle school, well then you're in for a bad time. As you all know, Hakuoki Academy has a teacher who's much more passionate about education, compared to the other schools anyway.
Passionate about education, meaning...
He's a demon queen!
It's Hijikata-sensei, isn't it?
Well, so it goes. Following a certain teacher's suggestions, there will be penalties for students who get low scores.
Okay, so if Sweet School Life was given a proper port, and not just a straight port, I see Soma and Nomura being first years.
Yeah.
I don't know where everybody else fits.
Anyways, those that score less than 50% in any subject will receive a special homework assignment. That entails cleaning all of the school's windows.
The more Harada-sensei explained, the paler everyone in class went.
30% or less lands you with cleaning corridors on top of the additional homework. And below that, well, the punishments get extra special.
Special meaning...
Below 20% means doing the problem set, weeding the schoolyard, and 1 more week of additional classes. Sorry, but it's already set in stone. You don't like it? Well then study like there's no tomorrow. I don't think anyone here should get lower than 50%. You got nothing to fear if you study, right?
I recall what had happened that morning while listening to Harada-sensei. I probably explained the state that Saito and Yamazaki were in. I didn't mind studying, but I didn't love it so much that I subject myself to doing the extra homework. What would he do to me if I got stuck in supplementary classes? Ibuki's face was drained of all color as he hung his head. This was going to be difficult. I should brace myself.
Indeed.
The midterm tests would begin the week after next. I had thought that June's hardships were over, but the real battle was lurking just around the corner.
Oh, the game knows.
All the meal sets had such big portions, so I was full before I even realized it. I thought Inoue was making your portions smaller.
Well, anyways.
I started heading back to my classroom before lunch ended. I was walking down the hallway feeling content when... Oh, I know who this is. Your expression's even dopier than usual, Chizuru.
Oh, hi, big bro.
I looked back in confusion to see Kaoru and Saito-san standing side by side. Hello, Saito-san. And Kaoru. Polite as ever. Though the way you worded it made it sound like you mentioned me as an afterthought. Kind of, maybe.
I wonder why.
I didn't mean it like that. But, was I really making such a weird face? Yeah, an unbearably airheaded one. Honestly, I'm saying this as a brother. It was a sorry sight.
Yukimura. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Nagumo's putting it a bit too harshly.
You think so?
I do. I haven't thought of anything of the sort about your face even once throughout the whole day. If I had to put in the words, I'd say you were looking remarkably content just now.
That's a pretty mild way to put it. Just tell it to her straight. Her face looked like the lights were on, but nobody was home.
That's not true! Even if she looked somewhat inattentive, nonetheless.
I just couldn't keep my composure as they kept exchanging comments on what sort of face I had been making. I spoke up, hoping to change the subject. More importantly, have you gotten close with Saito-san, Kaoru? You're hanging out during lunch and everything. Kaoru wasn't a people person by any stretch, so I was glad he got on with such a nice senior. I don't think they get along at all.
No.
But then he snorted at my relief. I was right. That's rich. Do me a favor and don't assume what I must be getting up to. It's none of your business.
Right, just like it's none of your business if she has chocolates later in the game.
What? I'm not all buddy-buddy with this guy, okay? Not now and not ever. If I didn't have tedious work to do for the disciplinary committee again today, I'd have zero reason to spend time with him. Hey now, you'll offend Saito-san if you keep talking like that. Before Kaoru could respond to my reprimand, Saito-san shook his head.
I appreciate your concern, but you don't need to worry about it.
Saito-san.
He's always like this.
It was like he could only resign himself to the idea that even remarking on it would be pointless. And in the end, there was no avoiding that Kaoru was just younger than him. I still thought that Kaoru's attitude was a problem, but what could I do about it?
Thinking just leave it at that?
The answer is... scold him seriously!
Oh, wow!
Kaoru, you shouldn't take advantage of Saito-san's kindness like this.
Oh, okay.
Even you wouldn't like other people talking about you the way you have been about him, right?
Little brat.
Kaoru's eyes widened with surprise, but he wouldn't back down. Far from it. Oh no.
The music stopped,
Yeah,
too.
the music
Oh, no!
stopped! Like I care. If we're talking about who has the bigger issues here, you've got it worse than I do. Me? Kaoru barreled on without pause.
Oh!
You should be aware of our disciplinary measures. Are you preparing for your test like you should? I'm going to. From now on. Let's not even mention the number of oddballs that hang around you. If you don't get your act together...
So, is that what... Nagakuma. Naguma, Yukimura's not a child. There's no need to nitpick her this much.
What were you gonna say before?
I don't remember now.
Wonderful! With the bystander mind staying out of this, we're siblings and this is a family matter. Even though Saito-san had offered me a lifeline, Kaoru just kept on going. I couldn't get a word in edgewise with the way he was carrying on. It felt like he was going to drag this out to no end, but...
Stand firm and retort, I think, since you scolded him earlier.
Stand firm and retort!
Yeah!
You got a lot to say about me, but what about you, Kaoru? What?
What?
I couldn't let him steamroll me over. Fixing my gaze on him and taking a firm tone, I fired a thorough retort back at him.
Okay, now I remember. It's just the fact that since she's the only girl in school, of course she's going to attack the attention of, let's see, let's pull out this list.
Oh, God.
Oh, surprisingly short. Everybody.
I'm happy you're worried about me, but what about you? Have you been studying properly? Are you trying to lecture me here? You've got some real nerve considering... That's not what I'm trying to do. It's hard balancing committee work with your studies, right? I just want you to look after yourself too. That's all. You don't need to look after me. Just leave me alone. But you're my brother. It's not that I need to. I want to. Also, I decide who my friends are. I don't know what you think, but whether they're oddballs or whatever else, I'll be the judge of that. So, you should also stop constantly pushing people away and try to get to know them better instead.
Why?
On the other hand, I wondered if Kaoru would even consider what I was saying after he had berated me non-stop just now.
Yeah, I feel like that'd just be his response to you. It's just like, just stop, just let people get to know you. It's just, why?
Just when I was getting a one-sided scolding from him, I finally managed to express myself to him.
Finally?
In response, Kaoru said, if you want to ignore my advice so badly, fine by me. Same with your weirdo friends. Make as many as you want. See if I care! What?
Bye, brat.
He ran off!
Yeah, he did.
I think he's actually genuinely upset.
Okay, well, it's about time.
Kaoru turned so I couldn't see his face and broke into a near sprint as he ran away. Hey, wait a minute, isn't there a rule about not running in the halls? Saito?
Just shrugs.
He ran down the hallway and turned the corner, and just like that, I couldn't see him anymore.
I'm also fairly certain that with him just hiding his face, he was crying, too. Good.
From his gesture. Honestly. Saito's smiling.
Yeah.
I just had an embarrassing sibling quarrel, and Saito-san had seen it from start to finish.
And grinning from ear to ear, it seems.
I'm so sorry, Saito-san.
There's nothing you need to apologize for. Naturally, I'm not gonna make fun of you for it either.
Okita would.
Yeah, but that's Okita, though. Rather, it's only raised an issue with my initial impression.
Your impression of me?
Hi. I thought you were more of a meek sort who would keep quiet through a scolding. But it seems I had the wrong idea. You really stand your ground no matter what.
Oh. Hearing Saito-san praising me so much made me so happy. But when I thought about how I'd acted just now, I couldn't help but feel embarrassed.
Well, as you said, Nagumo's attitude is fairly problematic. However, he's also has been diligent with his committee work. Oh, you might not think it at first glance. You don't need to worry. It'll be alright. I'm sure he'll do well at his own pace.
Saito-san.
Although, it'll likely be hard for him to make friends, seeing as how he doesn't want to.
Yeah!
But seeing you patiently and earnestly trying to persuade him makes me think he can change, even if you have to lead him by the hand for him to do so.
Thank you. Saito-san's consideration made me so happy. A smile naturally came to my face. Having a proper talk with Kaoru was a good idea. In the end, I was really glad I did. Is something wrong?
Having siblings must be nice. I can see how you show you more of your true self even when you're around Kaoru. I suppose I'm a little jealous that you could be that, perhaps.
Sato-san gave me a vague smile and said nothing more. After that, he and I parted ways and I walked back to my classroom at a brisk pace. Well, that whole fight just reminded me that's a fight between light and dark.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be.
Yeah.
Then, as the days went by, the older students, who already knew how severe the penalties were, grew more and more desperate. Oh, man!
Saito?
Saito!
Saito!
Alright, let me go find it.
Ah.
Da, 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 da. Alright, let's see. What is it? About Nagumo.
About... Oh.
Of course. Wow, this one also doesn't tell me the answer.
Oh, so it's a 50-50.
Anyway.
Although, I don't think it's necessary. I thought I would send you an email so we may better communicate. I joined Nagumo afterwards, but he didn't seem to be very angry, so rest assured on that. That's all. Sorry if I'm overstepping with this. Thank you for being considerate.
That's the one you choose?
That's one I choose, yeah.
Woo!
Hey! No, it's not anything that you need to thank me for. You siblings should get along as siblings should, after all.
Whoop. Seeing them made us first years grow more anxious as well. The strange tension that enveloped Hakuoki Academy just kept growing stronger. And then 7 days until the midterm tests.
1 week until midterm. We've
been studying for our tests day after day. Harada-sensei scanned the class from his podium, seeing how exhausted we all looked and grinned.
Looking good, guys. Looks like a lot of you finally understand how harsh these tests are.
What does he mean looking good? This is just agony.
Well, sure you look. Hey, now, don't say that. It's not like I don't get what you're going through. Just think of this as a rite of passage. This is what you signed up for when you enrolled at Hakuo. There's no turning back now. Anyway, Just do your best. Ah.
What he said was absolutely correct. Everyone lost the will to argue and fell silent.
6 days until midterms. Ah.
That day, I ran into Kazuma in the corridor unexpectedly. Enjoy the music.
Ah.
Naturally, Amagiri and Shiranui were shadowing him all the while. Shiranui there is absolutely adorable with a cookie.
Yes. Shizuru. Less than a week remains until testing begins. Are you studying properly, ma petit chauffeur?
God fucking damn it!
What?
I am. I'm working at my own pace, but it's going fairly well, I think. I could have asked him how he was doing, but I had the distinct feeling that I didn't need to.
Because he's going to himself.
Why, you ask? He looked like the very picture of calm with that... with the self-satisfied smile spread across his face.
The way that these students grow flustered over the mere high school test is so unsightly. Don't you think so? No. No, because high school students are bound to freak out over high school tests. You say it's unsightly, I say it's just normal. Kazuma, if we don't depart soon, you'll be late for your next lesson. Whether or not I attend 80 classes, there's not a single thing the test will cover that I won't understand. But, very well. Let us do the teachers a favor and go for today. And with that, my wife, I bid you farewell.
I was left standing alone in the hallway, overwhelmed as Kazuma swaggered off with an arrogant look on his face.
5 days until midterm.
Ohayo, Sato-san.
Yukimura, Ohio.
You still have disciplinary committee work in the mornings even though we only have 5 days until our midterms? That must be rough for you.
No. It's important to accumulate knowledge on a regular basis in order to study properly. So I see no point in panicking just before a test.
Just what you'd expect from Saito-san.
Yeah. However, all sports and club activities ought to have suspended their activities for the tests.
Nope.
I don't see the logic behind that. Since Heisuke's not with you, he must be late. That'll be one strike against him.
No, he's on class cleaning duty this morning, so he must have arrived before me.
You know, come to think of it, he might have passed by here a short while ago.
When I looked at Sato-san more closely, I could see the dark bags hanging underneath his eyes.
Saito!
On the surface, he looked as dignified as ever, but his grip on his pen looked a little shaky. Perhaps he was staying up late studying too. I heard a noise over there.
4 days until midterms. Oh, I think it's one of the neighbor's kids.
Oh, no wonder, because it was high pitched.
Yeah, anyways.
No. I was sitting in my room on Saturday when my cell phone suddenly rang. Okita? A message with a picture attached, as usual. Let's have a look.
It's a bunny.
It's a bunny. He was making a peace sign at the camera with some puzzling-looking plushie hanging from his hand.
I want a toy that I think you'd like. I'll give it to you in your classroom soon.
What kind of taste did he think I had?
Cute.
Moreover, I can't think of anyone else who'd mess around like this before a test, even if it is a Saturday. Look at him, acting like a hot shot. That's because he's avoiding Hichikata's shit.
3 days until midterm.
Sunday morning! I decided to do a little. I decided to do a little sweeping by my front door, just for a change of pace. That was when I saw Hairskate stumbling onto the road. That's not a good sign. Hairskate, are you okay?
Jesus! Hi!
The dark bags beneath his eyes were something else. His hollow stare was devoid of life. He looked so exhausted that he couldn't even walk straight.
I'm a liver. I'm falling asleep. I'm ready. Don't laugh around the block. Russ, stay awake.
But if you don't sleep a little, you won't last until the test.
No way. That's not inside yet. I'm telling you, fucking. Don't stop me, Jesus! Don't stop me! I can't do it!
Wait, Hairskate! A whole lap around the block is obviously way too much to...
And he's gone.
I tried to stop him, but he already ran off. I can only pray for his safety as I watched him stagger off in zigzags down the road.
2 days until midterm.
Recess time. I had gathered the printouts from my class and brought them to the staff room. Ichikata-sensei looked especially annoyed and sighed deeply. He looked no better than the students, just as exhausted by the pre-test frenzy. Is something wrong, Ichikata-sensei?
Those guys are so tired from cramming that they slept through right through my classes. Because of them, I'm screaming in my lungs out at them every morning, every time. These classes are a key part of test preparations. Their priorities are all backwards.
I see you've been hard at work too. I was pretty sure they were pulling multiple all-nighters studying because they feared prospect of being penalized, though. But I got where Ichikata-sensei was coming from, so I couldn't help but smile dryly at that.
At last, day before midterm.
Finally, it's tomorrow. At the end of the school day, while I was putting away my textbooks, I glanced sideways. Ibuki sat there engrossed in his studies and showing no signs of going home. Ibuki, aren't you going home? I'd have no time to study if I did, since Serizawa-san's there. Ibuki often mentioned that name when we spoke. It seemed like he didn't get along with this Serizawa-san person. He looked like he'd been driven into a corner, so I made sure to show him a smile. Best of luck. You too. He gave me a little smile and then drove back into his textbooks, as if he were clinging onto his desk for dear life.
I mean, he kind of is.
At that moment, I noticed my phone vibrating in my pocket and pulled it out. A message notification popped up on my screen. Oh, it's from Osen. Osen is my friend who attends Shimabara Girls High School, which wasn't too far away from my academy.
And if you recall, it is next door.
Chizuru! Are you going to be okay for the tests? I can't take it anymore. I just want to run away at this rate. But after we get through midterms, we definitely need to something. I see. They're having midterms right now, too. Shimabara is a sister school to Hakuo, come to think of it. Who would run Shimabara?
Good question.
Kimigiku?
Maybe?
Maybe. I just want to run away at this rate. But after we get through midterms, we definitely need to hang out. I will survive with your moral support, Chizuru. Ah, jeez, Olsen. Do, 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 do. Having read her message, I decided to reply right away. What should I write?
Looking forward to it, I guess?
Looking forward to it.
Ah!
Looking forward to it. Send. The way I saw it, it was easier to persevere when there's a prize waiting for you after all the struggle. A little while after I hit send, Olsen replied. Definitely, let's both do our best. I could feel my motivation grow with Olsen cheering for me. Well, I should go over my notes one last time before the test. I finished getting ready and grabbed my bag to leave the classroom.
There's the prize at the end.
Whoa. I had headed to the library intending to review my notes one last time before my midterms. But it seemed like I wasn't the only one. The library was extremely crowded. What should I do? I don't think I'd be able to concentrate with so many people around. I couldn't even see a single free seat I could take anyway. Should I study at home then? I gave up and left the library.
Good.
Then,
smart choice.
and then... Halfway down the hall, I came across a familiar face.
Hey.
Ah, Saito-san.
Oh, Yukimura. Are you heading home now?
I actually planned to stay at school and study before the test, but... After I told him the whole story, he went quiet for a while. Saito-san?
Let me say this first. This may be none of my business. So, I don't mean to impose on you in any way. But if you're looking for a quiet place to study, I happen to know just the place.
I wonder where it is.
At his home?
That wasn't what I was thinking, but, sure. Oh. This is my first time coming to the science lab after school.
Ah.
Saito-san had led me to the science lab. I raised my voice without meaning to, surprised as I looked around the deserted lab.
That's not surprising. Your average student would have no business coming here after school. This place in particular was assigned for the disciplinary committee's use.
Oh. So, this is where you and Kaoru usually do all your committee work?
I don't see why not. You have all sorts of chemicals in here that could be used for torture.
Oh.
I mean, interrogation.
Is it really okay?
Sorry, slip of the tongue.
Is it really okay for me to be here then?
It's alright. The test is tomorrow, so the committee is taking a day off. Of course, students are also allowed to come in here and review material for their studies. Nagamo said he'd come in here later too, but the other committee members won't. It's easier to concentrate in here than anywhere else.
Right. I nodded in agreement, sat across from him, and took out my notebooks. The silence of the science lab enveloped us. Saito-san and I were the very picture of seriousness when we concentrated on studying. I didn't know if it was because Saito-san, who always had a dignified air about him, was sitting across from me, but I felt more tense than usual. Maybe it was thanks to that I felt like I was making progress. The very moment I thought that... Oh. I accidentally lost my grip on the eraser I was using. Oh no!
Oh no!
In my rush to catch it as it rolled across the table, I reached out.
Aww!
There we go.
Yeah! Oh, he's a southpaw. Cool.
Yeah, Saito's, you know what I mean, left-handed.
Left-handed.
Left-handed, yeah, that's the word, because he also uses his sword left-handed.
Ah.
At the same time, Saito-san had reached out his hand opposite from me. As I realized that, our hands touched.
Aww.
You know what that means?
Uh.
I don't know what that means. Oh. I froze involuntarily. In that moment when our hands touched, I felt Saito-san's tension too. That face! Hold on! That face! Saito-san timidly lifted his head, looking embarrassed. He'd gone red in the face.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Gomen.
No. I should be the one who's saying that.
With neither of us able to find a good time to pull our hands away, we ended up locking eyes. What should I do? My face was growing hotter from the heat of Saito-san's fingertips touching mine. My heartbeat only sped up, showing no signs of calming down anytime soon. We were only touching hands.
And yet...
So why did I feel this self-conscious about it?
Oh, you know.
After that, my head went completely blank. For a little while, I couldn't even remember what I was doing. Then I realized I was holding my eraser. Gomenasai.
No. It's fine.
I couldn't find it in me to say anything else. I could only apologize. Saito-san looked away from me. This was so awkward.
Oh my god.
While I worried about what to do, the words that left my mouth were...
Kata's late.
The answer is... I'm a bit nervous.
Aw. Oh well.
I do feel a little nervous after all. That was really embarrassing, right, just now? Saito-san nodded stiffly at my honesty.
You're right. Maybe I shouldn't have invited you here.
Huh? He looked graver than I'd expected, muttering that, his figure trembling. Could it be he had a problem with me?
He's got the same problem as like 90% of the cast in this entire game.
Wait, who's the 10%?
Well, also the two girlfriends and like Sarazawa-san.
I put Okita in that list.
No, he's got the same problem too.
Are we sure about that?
Well, yeah, considering the fact that you're the only girl in school.
I mean, yeah, but he doesn't get as nervous as Saito. Like
It's still the same. No,
he has zero nervousness.
Well, it's the problem that they all have the hots for you.
Okay, fine. Oh, and Ibuki.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Not to
Anyway.
mention your brother.
But I'm really grateful that you invited me here. My head feels clearer and I'm making more progress than usual with my studying. With Saito-san staying quiet, I also started to feel a little uneasy. If my being here has started to bother you in some way, I'll head home, right?
No, you're no bother. There's absolutely no need for you to leave.
Sato-san flatly cut me off, a small smile showing on his face.
Hey, affection points.
Yay.
I'm just worried that I might have made you feel uncomfortable by bringing you here. So, hearing you say that relieves me from the bottom of my heart. Arigato, Yukimura.
When Saito-san smiled at me, I smiled happily back at him too.
We seem to have digressed considerably. We should get back to studying now.
Hey! With that, we started studying anew, in an atmosphere that was more serene and peaceful than ever. Ba-ba-da. Before I knew it, the sky started growing darker, and the sunset glowed through the lab windows.
Yukimura, we should go home before the sun sets.
Huh? I looked at the clock and realized a lot more time had passed than I thought. It's already so late. I must have concentrated so much that I lost track of time.
It seems so, but we ought to wrap this up sooner rather than later.
Thank you so much for all this. Kaoru didn't come in the end, though. He really is a capricious one. As I let out a sigh, I heard Saito-san muttering under his breath, looking worried.
I'm sure he would have shown up if he learned you were here. No, it's nothing. It's late, so if you don't mind, I'll walk you part of the way home.
Thank you so much. I nodded, accepting his kind offer. In return, he returned a nod with a smile. For some reason, this silent exchange made me feel very happy. Woo! Finally, it was testy.
Yay!
Yay! Email.
You got mail.
You got mail. Saito.
It's more Saito.
What does it say?
It's time for battle!
Oh, Jesus Christ. This also doesn't tell me which one is the correct answer. Anyway.
I'm worried that I won't be able to concentrate before the test, but before the battle begins, I wanted to say thank you. Thanks to you, I was able to concentrate on studying. I'm really grateful. What do you feel?
You're welcome?
Yeah, that feels right.
Woo!
Right. Good luck to you as well.
It was time for the real thing at last. I'd studied so much as I was able to, but I still felt a bit anxious. I felt nervous as I passed through the school gate. Da 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 da. I'll never sing the whole thing. The test had finally started. I made huge progress on my studies yesterday thanks to Saito-san. It's time to save.
New save data!
Yeah! I was sure I'd do well today too. I hoped I could
Okay, because of the fact that Saito said that it's time for the battle and everything, I'm imagining the boss music from Kirby 64 now.
Which one?
Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards.
I know.
And I said it was the boss music. Like...
It's been so long. I don't even have my copy anymore.
Well, it's on N64 Virtual Console on Switch. Anyways, it's this one. Yeah, I know it's the half-hour extension. No, I don't care.
I hoped I could concentrate just like I did yesterday. Anyway, minigame time. Alright, it's time for questions. Are we ready?
Ready? Oh!
冷静に行こ
Alright.
Which
Is
is
not
not
a
a synonym, synonym of right.
Just?
No, privilege.
Privileged?
Because just and like
Oh, I get it. Yes, yeah. Alright. Yeah, because justice
because
right.
justice and right.
Yeah. Alright. Second question.
う冷静に行こ
The
Disease
historically known
as
as consumption is
Huh? Asthma, a cold, pulmonary tuberculosis, and pneumonia.
I want to say tuberculosis, but that's only because of Okita.
Okita, yeah. Oh, Saito's here. We can have a hint, I think. Shall we go for the hint? Or are you doing a googly Google?
I was right! Tuberculosis!
It is Okita related! We can't escape him! Oh god, oh Jesus, oh god, oh Jesus, oh god, oh Jesus.
うもう一度よく
Saito, I know! Nowadays we shorten it, yes! It's the only one that can be shortened to TV. Did I get it?
正解だ
Alright. Next!
冷静に行こ
Chaosaki.
In
Oh god,
Kazuma's
Route.
route, who accompanied
Oh, we had this before.
Kazuma and the protagonist
Samagiri.
to Edo.
Amagiri.
Kijuru Agami Hamagiri. Go away.
Okay.
Go away.
Go away.
Go away. Got it.
う正解だ
More questions.
I think this is the last one.
冷静に行こ
I think there's 5. Who came to
Kagoshi's
Kagoshima in 1549?
and introduced
Christmas? Okay.
Christianity to Japan.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Xavier, Jesus Frost, wait, what? Oh, Lord. Hey, let's go to Saito. Oh, Lord!
うもう一度よく考えてみ
His first name was Francisco. That doesn't help.
So then I think it might be B. No.
Francisco. Just Sweet Xavier, Just Sweet Xavier, Just Sweet Frost, Cristobal. D is just straight out not it.
Xavier.
Which one?
A.
No.
What?
まだ挽回できるぞ
Was it an
Alright,
S or a
the-
Z?
冷静に行こ
Anyway, if you
That-
flip a coin twice, oh no, not maths. The probability.
Head twice. The probability of landing at both on heads both times is 1 in.
4?
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
Because you got 50% with the first one, and then another 50%. So
Yeah.
therefore,
It's 4.
俺が見込んだ
Alright, we're fine. We're past.
なんでもない
We got one wrong.
are you kidding me on that? Oh, Francis
Is it with an
Xavier?
Is it with an S or a Z?
It was with an X.
No, no, no. There was a name before Xavier.
Jesuit.
Jesuit or
can't think.
Jesuit?
Ah. Okay. Well, I'm done trying to moving on.
My focus was great. I performed well, and that would show in my grades. I think in the end, my study sessions with Saito-san after school yesterday was really effective. I'd have to thank him later. Then, several days later, I saw the posted test results and went to the science lab to thank Saito-san.
それで雪村テストはどうだった
Muted because I was chewing on something.
No.
So Yukimura, how did your test go?
I was able to show off what I knew more than I thought.
そうかそれはよかった
I see. That's great.
Saito-san looked happy as he smiled at me. It was almost like seeing him be happy for me made me even happier in turn. It's thanks to you that I got such a good grade. I remember the stuff I studied with you during the test, and it worked incredibly well.
Apparently they didn't talk about Christianity together.
Well, Saito's in a different grade, so...
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yep. Thank you so much, really.
そう思ってくれるの
I'm
は
grateful that you think that, but a test is a mere measure of each individual's prowess.
あくまであんたは自分の
It was purely your own ability that got you your hard-won result.
That's not true.
いやそうに
No,
決まっている
it obviously is.
We wouldn't reach an agreement anytime soon. Looking at each other's faces, we both ended up smiling at the situation.
I thought...
Sorry, that was a yawn.
Oh,
A thought suddenly came to me, and I spoke. Do you always do your disciplinary committee work after school, Saito-san?
特別な用事でも
I work on other kinds of things here as well. Why do you ask?
I want to give you something nice as a thank you gift the next time I come. Is that alright with you?
それは無用の気遣いだ俺はただ
You don't need to worry about yourself with that. I did nothing more than offer you a place to study.
You don't have to be polite. I want to get you something to thank you.
Caramel macchiato from Starbucks.
Fucking hell. Why, midget?
Because I watched that earlier.
Again?
Yeah, it's helping. I've tried to listen to what the dude is actually trying to say instead of just, devouring his microphone. Yeah. I'll look forward to it, dude.
Saito-san spoke gently and gave me a nod. I didn't know if it was because I got a good grade or because I got to talk with Saito-san, but for some reason my chest felt pleasantly warm.
I think it's the latter.
I wonder what I should get him. Now,
I told you, caramel macchiato from Starbucks.
Now I was looking forward to the next time I pay him a visit in the science lab. Anyway, the tests were over and the results had been announced. We got some mail. It's friends. Can I ask you something? Austin! Chizuru, I was a little curious. Is there maybe someone in your school that makes it interesting for you? Where are you, son? Come here.
Don Qua?
Why did none of these tell me the actual answer?
Yeah, because. Why do you ask? Mostly because lazy, and also it might be funny.
Somehow, it feels like talking about Hakuoki Academy makes you happy. I was wondering if maybe there was something about that school that makes it fun.
That's all the
Sorry,
boys.
don't worry about it. All the boys. The tension on campus was gradually dissipating, and everything was going back to normal. Are we sure about that? After school, once the test results were announced, while I was trying to leave through the student exit and go back home, what's that? Kondo-sensei just now? He had gone around the back of the school. When I saw that, I stopped walking. There wasn't anything over there, so where was he going?
Let's follow him, gang.
I thought it was kind of mysterious, and so, egged on by my curiosity, I jogged after him. Whee! I went deeper behind the school. I never set foot back. I never set foot back there before. The moment I caught up to Kondo-sensei, he stopped in his tracks. What was this place? Towering in front of me was an old gate, and my eyes widened. To think that there was something like this here, right on campus.
Yukimura, how come you're here?
I'm sorry. I saw you heading this way, and my curiosity got the better of me.
Ah, so that's what it is.
Kondo-sensei gave me an understanding smile and turned his gaze back towards the gate. The old wooden door was shut tight, looking like it hadn't been open in a long time.
I mean, it is boarded up.
Yeah. It had been 2 months since I began studying at Hakuoki Academy, but I never knew this was here until now.
Who do you who do not know your history?
Kondo-sensei, what is this place?
It's Shie Hall.
Huh?
That's what it was called, at least. There used to be a swordplay dojo here by that name.
Used to be.
Hey, as you can see, it's closed now, so no students go here. No one goes here. But I've no doubt that the teachings in this dojo are still being passed down. That's what I believe.
There was this look in his eyes, almost as if he were dwelling in a time far removed from the present.
Check back during the day for Hakuo proper.
I got the feeling that this must have been a very important place for Kondo-sensei.
I always come here whenever I want to return to my roots. Yeah, sorry, this place, Shie Hall, is Hakuo Academy's starting point.
Kondo-sensei fondly rested his hands on the place I figured the sign must once have hung, and his eyes closed in nostalgia. Shie Hall. I mouthed the words to myself, tested the way they felt. That name. I felt like I'd heard it before.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Kondo-sensei studied me as I thought about it. He smiled as he began to speak once more.
Yukimura, looks like the sun is about to set. Don't you think it's time for you to go home?
Oh, right. That's true. It's already so late.
By the way, I heard from Toshi. Looks like you got some magnificent scores this time around.
Hijikata-sensei said that?
Hey, you are the most talented woman in the history of Hakuo Academy. It is truly magnificent.
Thank you so much. Kondo-sensei's cheerful words didn't contain a single lie nor a hint of flattery within them. He made that casual remark as we were walking away. It made me feel a bit embarrassed.
Student's duty to study, so I want you to continue to try your hardest. But, of course, I don't mean just in your studies. If you're also having fun living your everyday life here at Hakuo Academy, well, that would make me very happy as your principal.
Hey! I returned his nod as he smiled, and then glanced back at Shie Hall just once. He had called it the school's starting point. What did that mean? You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright. Questions along those lines came to mind, and I couldn't help but wonder at such a mystery. Anyway, I would do my best from here on out. I smiled in high spirits. Ha! Oh, go! Guess what time it is? Hobby. Episode 1.
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh, yes!
Oh god. You have a button this time around, sir.
I do?
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
Fuck you, Okuta.
No.
Yamasaki, please.
No.
You goddamn snake!
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you tell I've been up since 7 a.m.?
Ah.
The days passed in the blink of an eye. Our first term had ended, and it was already August. In other words, it was what everyone was waiting for. Summer vacation!
Everyone knows what that means. Beach episode!
I am never writing a beach episode for Toph, ever.
Oh, come on!
Unless
Everyone looks forward to the beach episode.
Look, we can make it a one-off. We can make OVAs.
Yeah,
okay?
Yes.
But I'm not writing it. You can write it, or Lucy can write it, or you can both write it together. I'm not involved in this.
With our powers combined!
One day, in the height of summer, while the cicadas were vigorously droning on, and I feel like I'm in
just
Hinamizawa.
like old times. Just like old times.
I'm in Hinamizawa now. We got mail. You got
Welcome,
mail.
Chizuru. You got mail.
You got mail. Am I good at doing that or no?
It's Saito. There's something I wanted to ask you about today, so I'm sending you an email. Truth is, Heisuke and Soji have been coming late more and more lately. Do you have any idea how to help them avoid being late?
What was that called? Never mind, I found
Do
it.
you have any good advice? Or any good ideas?
Okay. Which one is it?
Maybe you I feel like going to meet them in the mornings is more toward, like, one of their routes. So, more strikes?
I don't know anymore.
Oh, it's a 50-50!
It doesn't tell me which one is the right one.
No!
Yep. I mean, well, it does tell me the response after it.
What's the response after?
For the strikes?
Yeah, I mean, either one.
Well, the strike says strengthening the penalties, huh? I didn't really want to do that, but it may be the only way.
And for the mornings?
I see, that could work. Heisuke often comes to school with you, but if Soji also came with you, it might drastically decrease the number of times he comes late. Alright, I'll accompany you as well in that case. I don't want to put an extra burden on you alone.
Go meet them in the mornings then.
Whee!
Hey!
Hey, it's 2013!
My god, it's been 10 years! I see, that could work. Heisuke often comes with you to school, so it might drastically decrease the number of times he comes in late. Alright, I'll accompany you with you as well in that case. I don't want to put the extra burden on you alone.
Time to save.
And we're saving!
Woohoo! Of course we're saving. My friends had invited
And
me to
there's
go...
the cicadas again.
My friends had invited me to go shopping with them, and I arrived at the square in front of the station. Though I might have gotten here a little too early. I looked around as I waited at the appointed spot, but I didn't see my friends anywhere. It was only me and the shimmering haze rising from the asphalt under the afternoon sun. Oh god. What should I do? As I murmured to myself and reached for the phone in my pocket.
Hey! Wait up there, little lady. Why don't we find ourselves a cafe to hang in if you're free?
What? I suddenly heard someone and felt a tap on my shoulder.
Just messing with you. Thought you looked familiar. Turns out it was you after all.
Thank God the cicadas stopped.
Yeah.
Shiranui?
What are you doing in a place like this? Thought you must have been waiting for someone to hit on you, so I went ahead and called you out.
I would
Called
like
out
to.
to you.
I would like to say something.
Huh?
Shiranui, yes or no, would absolutely love playing DDR.
Oh, he absolutely would. Just look at him.
Alright, so my idea was correct then. Because I kind of have Haruka as a dancer, and she loves DDR. And it's just, and Shiranui is in her shadow in all of the fucking cabinets.
Yeah. So I called out to you.
Hit on? I did feel my heart skip a beat when I heard his voice. But when I realized it was someone I knew, I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding.
Aw.
I'm just waiting for my friends. Are you by yourself today, Shiranui?
I thought I'd go clothes shopping for a bit. Can't take my time with the Cosmos around after all.
Ugh.
Plus, Amagiri's fashion sense is too... Well, you know, so it's no use asking him for opinion. Going it alone is just easier.
The three of you certainly have different tastes when it comes to things like clothes.
Pretty much. I mean, I like leather and silver accessories and stuff, and they just don't really get it.
Seeing him give an over-the-top shrug, I found myself smiling naturally. Come to think of it, this might have actually been the first time I'd ever talked one-on-one with Shiranui. After we chatted for a while, he casually glanced at the time.
Oh, that's right. You said you were waiting for your buddies, didn't you?
Oh, right.
There's still some time left since we have... Is it there's still some time left?
The answer is... they'll be here soon.
Aw. Oh, wait a minute. That only works for his round. Okay.
Whose route?
His?
Shiranui doesn't have one.
Really?
Yeah, both Shiranui and Amagiri do not get one.
Oh, this is an injustice.
I know it is. Why do you think I'm making Haruka exist?
Hey!
What is the first time that... The first time that people are getting roots if I'm remembering correctly, is Nakakura, Yamazaki, and Harada? Not Harada. Sanan? I think this is when they get their first roots. But there are also other roots. They should be arriving around now, but... I checked my phone again as I told him that. And just then... Mage!
Hi, Mage!
Zoedakis. Eh?
Oh.
Explain, Mage.
I mean, yeah, I'm confused too, but that's terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible.
Oh yeah, Dakimakura!
Oh!
They've got safe for work Dakimakuras and not so safe for work Dakimakuras out there.
I think I heard an ambulance again.
Oh!
Yeah, it's gone. Hold it right there, you skirt chaser. How about you step away from my friend?
Ah, I see.
Oh, wait. I think I know who that is. I haven't touched Monster Prom because I don't own it and I haven't touched it.
Well, I mean, look at the game that was going on right now in the stream.
What about it?
It's, I mean, high school, yeah.
Okay, yes. Yes. Okay. A cutting voice echoed across the square. Oh, you're here. They're mad.
Well, huh? Skirt chaser? You wouldn't be talking about me now, would you?
Do you see anyone else around here? With your flashy clothes and that sort of vibe, you have to be some kind of pickup artist. What?
Silly music abound.
Hang on a moment, you two. Osun and Kozasu, the friends who I've been waiting for, rushed to stand between me and Shiranui in my defense.
He just leans over to him. It's like, I know you hate my guts right now, but what's going on with her? She looks like she's involved in an inner monologue.
This might be this fucking damn. Fuck off, midget. Absolutely fuck off. God fucking damn it. Why'd you do that? Why'd you have to do that?
I can't help it. These thoughts just come in. It's like, oh, this is too good.
Alright, on with the story. Despite being on the receiving end of their icy glares, Shiranui grinned my way, looking for all the world like he was enjoying himself.
Yeah, you know what? You caught me red-handed. I sure am a pickup artist.
God fucking damn it, midget!
Yeah, I guess so. Suppose that's what it looked like from afar, huh?
Osun, Kozasu, he's not really some skirt chaser.
What if I was one, though? Should I invite all three of you out on a date with me?
What? His expression was entirely playful and teasing. He was clearly just trying to rile them up. But if he went and said something like that, Osun and Kozasu wouldn't take it quietly. God damn it, it happened again. Terribly sorry to disappoint you, but we three are having a day out today, and it's girls only.
Wait a minute, I know a top surgeon. Let me go get a sex change.
Damn it, midget!
Whoa, now you're looking real scary. I hear you loud and clear. No need to glare at me like that.
Midget!
I mean, would it be that surprising? Look who he hangs around with.
What do you mean?
Kazuma must know, like, some kind of top doctor out there.
I'm moving
He's
away from
very,
this. I'm
he's
moving
very
away
well
from
to do.
this! I am moving away from this fucking conversation! station, midget!
Right, and this nuisance will see himself out now. See you, ladies. Enjoy yourselves.
Shiranui left us just like that, waving lazily with a smirk still on his face. You okay, Chizuru?
Is now treating me the same way you treat a dog. Have food you don't want to finish, give it to me. And I don't know how to feel about this. 1 free food. What's going on?
What? I don't know how to feel about this either.
Yeah, just...
Well, it's a half-brother, so... As someone with half-siblings, I don't really care for my half-siblings. I don't, because
I don't have that problem.
I have that problem. I literally got mad the other day, because my half-brother's like, hey, give me a present. And like, you don't even give me anything for mine.
Yo, give me a present. Why?
Apparently it's today, because my mother told me, oh, I sent him money. I'm like, ugh. That's how I feel. Anyway, you're a kind soul, so what figured you wouldn't be able to assert yourself so easily? Well, with those types, you need to make it loud and clear that you're not interested, you hear? They'll just take advantage of you if you show them your soft side. Well... In any case, I had to explain to them that he wasn't actually some pickup artist, but someone who I knew from school. I sighed before I tried to tell them, but it took a long time for them to accept my explanation. Still, it's been a long time, so I'm so glad to see you. Both Osun and I have extracurricular activities, so it was really hard to make plans. It's easier now thanks to the summer holidays. Yeah, now that we're finally on vacation, I want to meet up as much as... Yeah, now that we're finally on vacation, I want to meet up as much as we can, even every day if possible. I echo.
What?
I echo from you.
I do... Okay. I don't even have you turned up that loud.
Well, it picks it up apparently. Every day? If you just come to Shimabara High with us in the first place, we could see each other every day, you know? This girl is Sen Suzuka. She's my friend and a second year at Shimabara Girls High School, which is next to Hakuo Academy. I call her Osen. She's about 1 year older than me and is very dependable. She also seems to really care about me.
A little too much, it seems.
Oh, in and out. I've never had that. I am East Coast.
I've heard of it. I don't think I've been to one, but I've heard of the In-N-Outs.
Yeah. So that means you're
I,
West
on the other hand... Yeah, I, on the other hand, have got some Alley Cat's Pizzeria pizza right next to me, and it's... The smell's driving me crazy.
Eat it?
I have been.
Okay. Even though she's the daughter of an important family, she isn't pretentious at all. She's a lovely person. And this girl is Kozusu Suzuka. God, that is a name. She's a first year at Shimabara Girls High School, and I just call her Kozusu. Due to various circumstances, she lives with Osen's family. I guess she's her sister-in-law.
Oh, really? Just a normal double-double, eh?
Eh. I want to be more like her. She has good looks and a wonderful, straightforward personality. True, true. I told you to come to the same school as us so many times, too.
I can see, yeah, I can feel that. I've had hankering for certain things, too.
Oh, those feelings. Yeah, I get those, too. When you went and enrolled in Hakuo Academy, then you went and enrolled in Hakuo Academy, which is full of boys. Ew! Well, it was her choice to make, so it makes sense we didn't have much of a say in it.
Yeah, but you too, you don't get it. I'm gonna make my own reverse harem. Just watch the other episodes and you'll see.
Why don't we make the most of today, at least? We don't usually get to hang out, after all. Let's enjoy ourselves to the fullest. I nodded in agreement and the two of them smiled happily. Then, first up is shopping!
Mage, I don't know if you noticed, but we got a new button.
You goddamn snake!
That's the button.
Yes.
We walked down the street as a group, with Osen taking the lead.
Yeah, I literally pressed it. It's called Solid Snake, and it's me screaming at him, calling him a goddamn snake.
I may or may not have added something along those lines to the top 12 list. May or may not.
God damn it!
Mage!
Is it the unfollow button?
No, Mage! Don't press it!
No, you're fine. Stop it.
We looked around various clothing stores. Though I chose my own clothes quickly, the other two took a long time. I hate it when people take a long time to get clothes. This is why I don't like going clothes shopping with my mother.
She takes forever, huh?
Somehow I ended up getting caught up in their incredible momentum and tried on a bunch of clothes. It was a little tough, but even so, spending time with girlfriends was a fun change of pace.
Don't worry, I found a new button. It's called the React button.
All the stores just have autumn clothes. We're still in the middle of summer. That's fine. I mean, summer items are on sale. Look, this one's even 30% off.
I still don't know what it does.
I don't know what that does either. Both Osen and Kozusu had bought a bunch of clothing and looked perfectly satisfied as they laughed with matching grins on their faces. As for me, I felt a little tired after trying on item after item. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's already noon. I'm a little hungry too. How about we take a break?
Yeah, I got pizza right here.
Oh, I'd like to sit down and take a breather myself. Let's rest here then. I've been sent stuff? Oh, it's the other. Oh, it's something I can't see. Thanks, Blue. A regular fast food joint was packed with students taking shelter from the heat. We finished placing our orders and grabbed our respective trays before hurrying to our seats. Here it comes. We started up some easy small talk as I bit into my hamburger. What type of shoes would match the dress I bought earlier? How was the softball tournament at Shimabara? But soon enough. Summer is basically the season of love, right? By the way, which one of these two plays softball?
The obvious answer in this case would be Sins, but I think I'm just gonna go left field and go with I'm gonna pick the opposite of the obvious answer here.
Kozusu?
Yes.
It seems that Olsen was aiming her question straight at me. And I realized that her eyes were glittering with an intense curiosity as she stared at me. Hey, Chizuru! You've been surrounded by guys at Hakuoki Academy since spring, so... Have you found someone you like? The question was so sudden I almost spat out my orange juice.
Oh!
What a reaction! Could it be you have a boyfriend? Huh? You really have one? This conversation was going way too fast, but I was still choking on my juice. If you really have one, you absolutely have to introduce me to him. Him to me. I'll scope him out for you. Same. I'll deal with him if he's a strange one, Chizuru. There's no need for that. I don't have one.
Okay, while I don't have any lines, I'm gonna get up and go to the restroom.
Bye-bye. But it's your summer vacation. Don't you like the sound of a summer date? That's, a part of me did like the sound of that, but... They're all just harem. Yeah, they're all just harems. It's not a normal or reverse harem, it's just a harem. That's how I see it anyway. Only harem. A part of me did like the sound of that, but... Let's go find some swimsuits later, so we can go to the pool before break ends. Ah, good idea. That'll be a prime opportunity to snatch up a good man. What? The conversation progressed steadily without me, leaving me very confused, but... The grin of enjoyment that had appeared on Osun's face earlier only intensified. You know, I'd like to see you in a daring little bikini. I couldn't wear anything that's revealing as that. I couldn't even. I flushed bright red and refused. Then Kozusu chimed in. Osen, I'm against it. I think a one-piece swimsuit would suit Chizuru better. You think so? I didn't really know whether it would suit me or not, but I felt really grateful she suggested something more in my comfort zone. It makes you feel more like a refined lady when you boldly expose your back and... Wait, please, wait!
Yes, please wait.
Still a no? I think it's necessary to be adventurous at least some of the time. I'm not ready to go on that adventure yet. Well, why don't we go swimsuit shopping anyway? Everyone will want to go to the pool. It is summertime after all. I got the feeling an impending crisis loomed behind their smiles. But I firmly pushed that feeling aside. I am going to regret this. I'll choose a swimsuit by myself. Upon hearing that, the two of them smiled cryptically for some reason. I'm a dead woman. I felt very uneasy. After that, we left the restaurant and went shopping for swimsuits, but... How do I put it? All the designs recommended to me were the kind someone's older adult sister might wear. You mean Haruka?
Oh!
In the end, I chose a swimsuit myself, like I said I would, but it was really hard. I had so much fun today. Thanks for hanging out with us, Chizuru.
Now that we've bought some cute swimsuits, we definitely have to go to the pool.
Yeah. Now this is where you say, how about next Sunday? Sure, Sunday is fine. Great. Then we'll see you next Sunday. I said bye to them there, since my house was in the other direction. I was still looking forward to hanging out with them again, even though I knew Osen had pushed me to say that.
Alright, it's time, I think.
No.
Oh, it's not time for Fuck You, Okita?
And no. Not yet. The next day...
Okay, so I didn't see this until I just looked down.
Oh, yeah. I'm off. I went out while announcing my departure out of habit, even though there was no one else at home. Outside, it was a summer day like any other. Almost too hot and not a cloud in the sky, except there are clouds in the sky.
She has problems with there being clouded up, cloudless skies.
I'll go return the book that I finished, and then... Oh, that's right. I should do my homework after that. I was going to head to the school library. It stayed open even during summer vacation. I hadn't worn my school uniform in so long that the fabric made me feel itchy. The moment I passed through the school gate, I could hear cheerful, energetic voices coming from somewhere. I figured it was probably students cheering on their friends in some club activity. Oh, right. Didn't Heisuke and Okita mention they also had club activities going on during summer? Blah, blah, blah. I remembered how, before the break began, Heisuke told me I should pop in if I was free. I felt like seeing Heisuke and the others doing their best at kendo, but... I wonder if I'd be bothering them if I went to visit all of a sudden. I wonder which one is the answer.
My guess is Kendo Hall?
The answer is going straight to the library.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pay a visit to the Kendo Club next time. I felt like I'd just trouble them if I visited unannounced. It's best to let someone know when you want to visit. I decided to follow my original plan and go to the library, setting off in that direction. Ba-ba. Then, on my way there, I heard two familiar voices coming from the end of the corridor. As I got closer, just as I thought, they turned out to be from... Harada-sensei! Saman-sensei!
You goddamn snake!
久しぶりだな。
Yo, Yukimura! It's been a while. You having a good summer break?
I am. How about you two?
ま、見ての。
Well, that's pretty much how it looks. This heat is kind of annoying, honestly, but it's not enough to get to me physically. And how's your health, Yukimura? The summer heat is quite harsh this year, no? Summer vacation only comes once a year. You should take this opportunity to recharge and de-stress from all the fatigue that you have piled up.
Thank you. I'll try. Likewise, you must be tired from having to work so hard even during the break.
教師ってのはそういうもんだ。部活の顧問なんてやってるとどうしても出勤の必要があるし。
Where has Midget gone?
I'm right here. Well, it's just that it's just how it is for us teachers. You're an advisor here for any club, then you still need to show up for work.
Phone, do not die.
No, I'm on my desktop.
Huh?
I'm on my desktop.
No,
but
my phone.
Oh no!
That's fine. It's in.
Injuries are part and parcel of the sports clubs. I'm also concerned about students becoming dehydrated or having a heat stroke. My, how altruistic of you. Many accidents happen during the summer vacation too, which is why I'm keeping the infirmary open.
You both sound very busy. I keenly felt that being a teacher was a very demanding job.
まるで人事みてえかな。
It's not might be none of my business, but
そういうお前だって
you must have a reason for coming to school during break, right?
I came to return a book. I also feel like I'm able to study better at the library than at home.
Ah,
Why are you two
Ah.
surprised? Why are you surprised? When I explained my reasons for coming to school, Harada-sensei and Sanan-sensei exchanged glances and fell silent for some reason.
yes.
驚きました。夏休みだというのに、君は勉強
I am
するために
surprised.
学校へ
Even though it is summer vacation, you came to school in order to study?
Yes.
Yukimura, being in charge of a student as splendid as you is enough for me to move into tears.
You're exaggerating. As I feverishly denied the sudden praise I received, Sanan-sensei smiled gently.
You goddamn snake!
By the way, Yukimura,
Yes?
こうして仕事に
since
追われている
Harada Sensei is pressed with work, I thought we might take a little breather.
ちょうど今から
I was just planning to prepare some tea in the infirmary.
もし
If you're amenable.
Sanan-sensei continued to smile as he gazed at me patiently.
あなたも
You
いらっしゃいませ
goddamn snake!
Would you like to join us?
At Sanan-sensei's invitation, I said,
Oh, this is curious. I don't know. I feel like it's not any trouble, but I have been wrong going like that before.
here's how you can tell. What route are we on?
I'll pass.
Oops. I'll pass, thank you. It's the correct answer. We would
Like
have
I
picked-
said.
we would have picked the other one if it was the other two that's on the screen right now. I'm happy you asked, but I'll have to politely decline this time. I might end up slacking off later if I take a break before doing any work.
確かに
You have a point. Mustering the results of work after relaxing is extremely difficult.
Yep.
少し残念だが仕方ねえな
Bit of a shame, but I guess you're right.
頑張れよ雪村
Do your best, Yukimura.
Thank you so much. I felt guilty for refusing, but I also felt really grateful for my teacher's kindness and encouragement as I headed for the library. I entered the deserted library and went to return my books before anything else. After that, as I was looking around to see where I could sit, isn't that... I recognized a couple of familiar figures from behind, sitting next to each other. Hello, Sato-san, Iwazaki-san. The two of them turned around upon hearing my voice. They looked surprised
Yeah.
to see me.
Yeah.
なんだか君の顔を見るの
It feels like age just since I last saw you for some reason.
雪村今日はどうして
Why are you here, Yukimura? It's still some time before school restarts.
I came to return my books. I thought I could get on with my summer homework after that. How about you two? Where are you at school?
ああ俺はいい仕事で来たんだ
Oh, I came here to do some community work.
部活には怪我がつきものだ
And
からな
injuries are bound to happen during club activities, and the healthcare committees are the healthcare committees, the organization in charge of that. So that's why I'm here.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
先ほど 他の当番と交代したんだが、せっかくだから図書室で勉強していこうと思う。
I just changed shifts with another guy on duty, so I thought I might as well do some studying in the library.
俺も似たようなものだ。
My situation is much the same. Along with having disciplinary committee work to tally strikes, I also thought to do my homework.
たまたまここで山崎と出くわし、
I happened to come across Yamazaki by chance, and, well, we decided to sit together.
It sounds like you two have been busy. They look like a couple of best friends, with their chairs next to each other facing the desk. I wondered if they got along well, since they were both such sticklers for the rules. Sato-san pointed at a seat as my thoughts ran away with me.
勉強するつもりで来た。
If you're here to study, then how about you sit with us?
何かわからない箇所が。
If there are any parts that you don't understand, then I think Yamazaki or I might be able to help you where appropriate.
But won't that be distracting for you two?
いや、そんなことは。
No, not at all. It's part of a
先輩の義務だ。
it's part of a senpai's job to answer their junior.
Thank you so much. Well, seeing as we're all here, let's buckle down together. Oh, we can see slightly more into the magazine stand.
Hey!
I'm looking at it. Is it all Hakuoki?
It sure looks like it.
Oh, I see one. Oh, in the one all the way to the right, there's a purplish one right on the top, right?
I think, yeah.
That is definitely Hakuoki related, because that is Hijikata. I have seen that on Marikari, and I don't know what it is, if it's a game or a CD. Anyway, taking them off on their kind offer, I sat across from two of them and took my textbooks out. Silence filled the library even more than usual during the summer holiday. With the curtains gently swaying in the breeze, it was a much better studying environment than my home was. I worked in translating English passages, Yamazaki worked on chemistry, and Saito-san did his committee work. For a while, only the scratching of my mechanical pencil disturbed the silence. I took a breath before glancing up. It seems tough, having to tally all those strikes.
There are a lot more for this term in particular. Double the amounts we had last year.
Twice?
Are you saying it's just from students breaking the rules alone? No. The strikes have increased mainly since Nagumo joined the disciplinary committee. Aha! He has a habit of misusing strikes against those acquainted with you, making it impossible to tally them correctly. Okay, remember what I said in the short from today. I just want to talk to him.
Huh? What was that just...
No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, even though there is a large number of them, I estimate that this will be finished by tomorrow.
But Saito-san had Kendo Club on top of that, and Yamazaki-san's healthcare committee work looked tough as well. Would these two be able to have a solid summer vacation like this?
There's somebody watching from the shadows with a cell phone.
Maybe I was just poking my nose where it didn't belong, but timid as I was, I tried asking them about it. That reminds me, have you guys done anything fun for the summer holidays?
Summer holidays? Anything fun?
Like going to the beach or the mountains?
I keep suggesting beach episodes, but I get shot down. The beach? The mountains?
their heads tilted aside in unison, almost as if it were the first time they'd heard such words. There really was no rest for the weary, was there?
No, there isn't.
Since I was one to relax a lot of the time, I felt guilty even having asked.
We're doing fine. More importantly, what about you, Yukimura?
Me?
Hi. Hi. It's given that you'd study. Every student has to. But beyond that, isn't there anything else that you'd like to do for the summer holiday?
To his question, I said,
Hang out with my friends.
hang out with my friends. I'll go hang out with some friends soon. I usually can't make time to go see them, so...
Even though they're literally one school away.
For some reason, when I gave that answer, Saito-san and Yamazaki-san's expressions hardened. Ha!
Friends, you say?
Yeah, my friends from Shimabara High. I just went shopping with them yesterday. Oh, so this is a day after, okay.
Well, right, your girlfriends.
Were they jealous for a second? Is that why
They
Yamazaki
suddenly
realized?
they suddenly rip off their uniforms and suddenly they're dressed like women and are like, we're your girlfriends.
Oh god. Why?
I told you, these ideas just come into my head and I'm just like, oh, this is too perfect. It seems like I worried for no reason.
No, yeah, they definitely thought that I was hanging out with like Heisuke and Saito or some other male friends. Looking obviously more reassured, they cleared their throats and kept talking. Boys.
Well, in any case, having fun is good, but people can get unruly in the summertime. So make sure to be as careful as well. I hear that there are many unhinged groups in town trying to pick up girls too.
When he said that, I suddenly remembered. Something like that did happen to me yesterday with Shiranui. Was he trying picking up girls?
What's wrong? Did something come to mind?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that.
If anything happens, contact me. It doesn't matter when, I'll come running.
Huh? That's... Surely that'd be too much to ask. Just as I opened
Not
my
at
mouth...
all.
Just as I opened my mouth to decline, Yamazaki-san interrupted me.
Saito's right.
Huh? You too, Yamazaki-san?
It'll be too late if there's an emergency. You'll have to make doubly sure that you've taken all precautions. God, they are jealous! If you ever get into trouble, don't just call Saito. Call me too. I'd be happy if you did. No, actually, just make sure that you call somebody no matter what.
Wait, no.
No matter what.
Why is this the thing you two agree on? Will do. Thanks, you two. I nodded awkwardly as they vibrated with a strange yet impressive intensity. After that, we started studying again. Saito-san in particular, in light of his earlier offer, asked me if there was anything I didn't understand countless times. Since I found it hard to willfully ask him questions myself, I was really grateful for how considerate he was being. I made a lot of progress on my studies, thanks to Saito-san, no doubt. A part of me still felt guilty that I might have made him worry needlessly, though. We got mail.
And we got mail.
You got mail from Saito-san. Alright, where is it?
Yeah, I just envisioned the old AOL voice saying, "You got mail."
You got mail. What's it called?
Vacation trouble.
Okay. It's gonna be one of those 50-50s, because I don't know which one it is.
I already told you about this earlier, but summer's a carefree season, and the more you go out, the more risk you get of you getting into trouble. How have you been? Have you been caught up in any problems or anything of the sort?
Either
I'm
we
fine.
I was gonna say either we reassure him or make him worry.
I say reassure him. Looks like I don't need to worry. That's good then. Well, that's a relief for me as well. Also, I found it. This is the sound I'm talking about.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna play that yet.
You got mail.
When was the last time we saved?
I'll let 22:13 it looked like.
By the time I finished studying and left the library, it was already sunset. The library had been nice and cool, so I guess coming to school during summer break wasn't a bad idea. As I approached the school gate to leave the premises, my cell phone rang. It was a text from Osen. It was hot again today, huh? I want to hurry up and jump into the pool. I briefly stopped walking and replied that I was looking forward to Sunday. When I checked my phone again, I suddenly felt a presence behind me. Could it be... I gingerly turned around and saw Okita peering over my shoulder. I hope your kendo training went well. I said the first thing that came to mind when I saw that he was wearing his uniform.
Are you just about to head home now? Be careful.
It was just a standard farewell, but it still made me feel uneasy for some reason.
Where's his phone? Where's his phone?
Right. Thank you. Okita grinned
Where's
and
that
waved.
smug bastard's phone?
Okita grinned and waved politely as he saw me off. Ultimately, we parted ways and I returned home without any problems, but something about his smile had put me on edge. After that, by the time I had made it home and taken care of my chores, the sun had completely set. I guess it's about time I started on dinner. What to make tonight? I thought of what ingredients I had in the fridge, mentally preparing tonight's menu. Here's the part you were looking for.
Yeah. Just kept panicking. Where's his phone? Where's his phone?
Meanwhile, as Soji Okita headed home from Kendo,
Fuck you, Okita.
Keeping this info to myself to get a head start wouldn't be a bad idea. But
the corner of his mouth lifted in a playful smirk as he fiddled with his smartphone.
it'd be a waste to pass up such a fun opportunity. Alright. And done.
When he finished preparing the contents of each message, he sent them out, one after the other.
Boop. Hopefully this will shake things up a bit. Chizuru's going to the pool this Sunday. Let's follow her.
千鶴がプール
Chizuru's going to the pool? I got no choice but to go! Chizuru's going to the pool this Sunday. I'm going with her too.
Okita's
Oh.
going with her? Like hella like fuck. I'm doing that over, redo. Okita's going with her? Like hella let him see Chizuru in a swimsuit.
Chizuru's going to the pool this Sunday.
どういうことだ
What is the meaning of this? How did Okita come to possess this information? Everyone's going to the pool this Sunday. How about you, sir?
おプールか
Oh, the pool, huh? That sounds pretty nice. It's been way too hot lately. We're all going to the pool this Sunday. Won't you chaperone for us?
高校生にもなって
Do high school students even need a chaperone?
いい
Oh, not that I mind, though. Chizuru and everyone else are going to the pool this Sunday. Hijikata's coming too.
空気の乱れが心配だが
I'm worried they'll be out of line, but if Hijikata sensei is going too. An intriguing incident is projected to take place at the pool this Sunday.
いいでしょう面白いと聞いて行かないわけに
When I hear there's to be something of intrigue, I just have to go see it for myself.
You goddamn snake!
I planned to cause an incident at the pool this Sunday. Feel free to try and stop me.
あ
Ah!
あ
What kind of crap is that punk Soji trying to pull? If you'd like to prevent Hijikata from dying of overwork, you must come to the pool this Sunday.
だが
The pool?
上司と言われては
But if death from overwork might be involved, then I just can't ignore it. Aw, good boy Yamazaki.
Yeah.
Pool this Sunday, 1v1.
Huh? What is this? Some kind of letter of challenge?
何かか
Oh, poor Ibuki being dragged into this shit because of Okita.
Gonna have to take in the rust in Modern Warfare 2 for some 1v1. No, literally, back in the day, that was the map to go to for 1v1s in that game. Anyways,
A few days after that, it was the day we promised to hang out together, the Sunday we were so eager for. We got mail.
you got mail
You got mail. From Harada.
from Harada Sensei.
Harada, Harada. Harada.
Harada.
Oh, it's this one.
Parent-teacher conferences?
Let's see.
Oh! That Timmy is dead.
Oh shit, we were supposed to find that sound effect.
Which one?
The bird.
Oh, the birds.
The birds.
No, you're right.
Ah.
It's Harada. Is now a good time for a parent-teacher conference?
Bet.
Oh, it is a bit early for it. Our school will soon set a schedule for parent-teacher conferences. Your situation is, needless to say, a bit unique. Do you think you could ask your father about a schedule when you can? I don't know when he'll be back.
Oh, you're picking that one?
I mean, is it a 50-50?
It doesn't tell me which one is the correct answer, so.
This is Saito's route. I feel like it's Get says I don't know when, but I think it might. I'll just get in touch with my father.
That one?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, but please do. I just want to brag to your father about how much of a superb student you've been. Oh, it's a good thing we're gonna be romancing you next!
Anyway, I had arranged to meet with Osen and Kozusu at the pool. I came early, changed into my swimsuit, and headed to the poolside. Osen and Kozusu don't seem to be here yet. I spotted a lot of people having fun in the water when I scanned the area. But with everyone around me in swimwear, I ended up feeling really self-conscious, seeing everyone having their skin exposed like that. As I was thinking that...
Ah, so this is where you were.
It's the pool trip we've all been waiting for, so why the long face? I looked over my shoulder in the direction of the two familiar voices.
There's only one type of individual out there that can have a long face, and that is a horse. Because of course.
Today, let's have fun, some more fun, and even some more fun on top of that until we drop. Since we went to the trouble of buying swimsuits, we should at least make the most of wearing them.
Osen was all smiles, and Kozusu was sporting a fun-loving grin as well. Wow, you two look so cute.
Thank you, but I think you look cuter, Chizuru.
Huh? No way.
She's not lying or just saying that. That outfit really suits you.
Thanks. Maybe the two of them really did think that. But even if they did, it was still incredibly embarrassing.
Although, it really is a shame. I do think a bolder one would have been better after all, don't you?
No, she's perfect the way she is.
That's impossible. Absolutely impossible. After I vigorously shook my head, I suddenly heard someone's voice.
I swear, exposing my wife's soft, fair skin to the public is absolutely necessary. What an unforgivably reckless act.
I truly couldn't care less about what the two of you wear. But could you stop being such a bad influence on my sister? I turned to the voices I heard and saw. Kazuma and Kaoru! Why are you here? Did the two of you come to hang out? Actually, I knew full well that the two of them had awful chemistry, so I really didn't think they would arrange to go to the pool together. When I blinked at them, sure enough, they each looked away with a disgruntled expression.
We met here by coincidence. To imply that I would engage in any activities with such a child is completely unspeakable.
I agree with that last part and that alone. That's why you should go away. This is our family bonding time. Just us family. So how about you don't ruin it by butting out?
Grief. It is the one who should be going away is you, not I. It's only natural that a wife should be near her husband. Men will get the wrong idea and crowd her and grows otherwise, no. Men with the wrong idea, huh? Have you tried looking in the mirror? You don't even have a wife in the first place.
The voices that interrupted them were familiar ones too. I love the shorts on Heisuke.
Yeah, I do too.
Okita, Saito-san, and Heisuke, you're here too? Why were the three of them here as well?
That smug ass bastard in the middle.
I was
Fuck
still
you, Okuta.
I was still stunned from seeing them out of the blue when Hiska smiled brightly at me.
Chizuru!
Chizuru, you look amazing in that swimsuit.
In
And
contrast,
oh.
in contrast, Saito-san seemed a little bit bashful as he spoke with some reserve.
If I were to express my personal opinion, I would say you've no need to expose yourself so much. You're perfectly fine just the way you are.
Thank you?
Still, what an amazing coincidence. Who'd have thought we'd all be here? Maybe this is what they call fate?
No. Never. In a million
Fuck you,
years.
Okuta.
Pretty man made for it to be fate, if you ask me.
Don't get the wrong idea, Ogita. The one who's bound to my wife by the red string of fate is none other than myself. Ah, Soji. I'm also fairly sure that you're the last person who gets to accuse people of having the wrong idea.
The guys kept interrupting one another and ended up glaring daggers at each other again. We girls didn't know what to do, finding ourselves at a loss for words for a little while. What is even happening right now? I find it a bit hard to believe that everyone's just arriving here one by sheer coincidence.
Man, a power coincidence, huh? I agree. What a surprise.
I looked around, feeling that something was amiss, but Hasuke and Saito-san both blatantly avoided eye contact.
Well, never mind all that. Let's all go for a swim, seeing as how we're all here. I suppose the obvious first choice is the rapids. No, the waterfall pool is also difficult to dismiss out of hand. The kiddie pool would suit you bastards much better.
I wouldn't count you out either, considering your mental age.
What did you say, shrimp?
Did they actually get along or not?
No.
Everyone walked towards the pool, caught up in their respective conversations. Okuta smiled cheerily at those of us still standing around in a daze at the sudden series of events.
Here, Chizuru, let's go over here. Let's go. Same goes for you two over there.
Oh, right. Would that be alright, Osen? Kazusu?
Honestly, I was looking forward to just hanging out with you, Chizuru.
Well, we can't just tell them to go anywhere else. There's nothing to do but go along with it. Let's put ourselves together and have as much fun as we can. It was the summer holidays, so the pool was overflowing with people. In addition to the families and couples, there seemed to be a lot of students like us there too. Everyone was screaming and laughing as they jumped and frolicked in the water. Seeing how much fun people were having almost made me forget how hot it was.
Still, this crowd is unbearable. Can we not simply rent out the whole venue for our exclusive use?
Please stop saying things like that.
Indeed. We should reflect on what inconvenience others and consider how they would feel.
There were all kinds of rides and facilities for people to try as far as the eye could see. There was a diving pool board above the wave pool, a poolside rest area, and even a bar. There were a number of 25-yard lanes in the competitive swimming pool, too.
Yukimura, is there someplace you want to go? Yes, away!
Let's see. With so many options, it was difficult to choose. And then, in that moment, Heisuke's eyes began to sparkle.
Oh man, they have a water slide! Hey, let's all zip down from the top!
A water slide?
Yeah! How foolish. You expect me to associate myself with something so puerile? Yeah, forget about those of us who are as tactless as a bull in a china shop. I'll go with you.
Okuta was grinning from ear to ear when he said that, for some reason. Okuta, why are you smiling like that? You're plotting something, aren't you?
Who, me? Nah, I wasn't thinking about shoving Heisuke from behind the slide at all. No siree, Wait, Soji, you better not do that. I'm warning you. Right.
Okuta ushered him away with a firm shove to his back while saying that.
Heisuke, I will see to your remains.
If everyone is going, should we wait until all of them have gone down the slide?
I suppose. Be careful, you two! Heisuke and Okuta went climbing up the stairs. Those of us who remained below decided to dive right into the pool. The water feels so good! Come on, Chizuru, hurry on in! Wait, you need to warm up properly before you go jumping in.
This way, my wife. I will grant you a lecture on swimming.
What do you mean you'll give her a lecture? Don't you touch my sister! Kaoru and Kazuma started trading barbs again, shooting each other death glares all the while. I felt flustered watching them argue, but then Saito-san tugged on my wrist.
Better leave them be. Let's go, Yukimura.
Whee!
Splash!
I plunged into the pool without a second thought, and the cool, refreshing water enveloped my whole body. Floating along the water, I almost felt like I was drifting leisurely through the sky. Eventually, I heard someone's voice echo from the top of this water slide.
Alright then, Soji! I'll be going on ahead! Whoa, dude! Stop! Stop it, you moron! Stop pushing me! Stop!
That sure was dramatic. Are you okay, Heisuke?
Somehow! You bastard! How dare you splash water on me! You must have a death wish! Who cares if you get wet? Blame yourself for standing around and spacing out like a dunce!
Kazuma was completely drenched, looking absolutely furious as he hunted Heisuke down. And so they chased one another into the water. Okuta, who had slid down without incident, looked as happy as a clam watching the two of them.
Photo op. Knew this was a good idea to get the waterproof on this thing.
Don't just say that! Stop them!
Oh.
He looked like he would rather watch paint dry, so there went that idea. Who else could help out here? Saito-san should be able to stop this.
And he's asleep.
Feeling hopeful, I cast my gaze around for him. But what I saw was... God damn it. Sarita-san slumbering like a baby on top of a pool float someone must have taken out at some point.
I wonder who.
It looks like he's asleep.
Look at that annoying, blissful look on his face. How about I capsize that float of his? That's not funny, Kaoru. Everyone continued floating around like that, playing around like that, and the afternoon just flew by. Well, I'll go stretch my legs for a bit. Let's see what's going on at the other pools.
Okay, I easily think that Nagakura's gotta be my favorite teacher.
Explain yourself, sir.
I can't explain it. It's just I don't know why, but he just is.
He just is.
Yes.
Oh, my lord. Alright. I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm tired and I'm checking out.
Okay.
Okay, we can do this shit because I really want to do the funny bits with Sanan, but I'm so tired.
Okay.
I want to nap.
Okay.
In which case, back to the title screen
Yes, indeed.
and into Ibuki's shop.
お前がいろいろ買ってくれて助かるよ。
Thanks for buying stuff. It helps me out.
Okay, anyway, I block Ibuki. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh.
ゆっくり選んでくれよ。
Okay, hold on. You can see him. Hold on. Let me do this. There he is. Y'all can see him now.
Okay, yep. I just saw it on the stream.
He's adorable.
Anyway,
He is adorable.
安くしたいが、
are you
俺も
joining me tomorrow
生活かかってる。
Yes.
for Chizuru's route?
I'll be at work,
Oh,
but I will be in the stream just to help get the view. But at the
Alright.
same time, I will be working.
okay.
ってのもありだぞ。
But I will be definitely here for more SSL tomorrow. Speaking of which, 3
Maybe.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We're gonna be doing Chizuru's route for Hakuoki Blossoms.
悪い
Cause
いや
俺の懐だ。
that's the last route we gotta do, and then Monday we're gonna be doing things that are left over.
Tying up loose ends, as it were.
Yeah.
新しい商品
We might have
仕入れないと
SSL
な
tomorrow. I don't know. It depends how fucking tired I am. And drink water.
Please drink water.
Have
It's
a-
it's still summer.
Yeah, it is summer. Have a good
新しい
day or
商品
night.
仕入れないとな。
And
Mage. Mage, I feel this in my soul right now.
yeah, the both of you sound like you're tired. Not gonna lie. But yeah, drink water. Don't die because you didn't drink water. It is still summer out there, and I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
迷ったら買
Bye.
わない。
Okay, bye.